about what's going on, okay? All right, because we got to figure out what's going on. It's our job here, y'all, all right? So here are the people of Dolton, the elected village officials. Village, I guess, is the same as city as county, I guess, right? So we got Big Tiff as the mayor, all right? We got Allison as the clerk, and then we have the trustees, okay? So it's Stanley Brown and Tammy Brown. Now, whether they related or not, I do not know. If anybody knows, let me know. And we got Brittany Norwood, who has been out here being interviewed on YouTube. You got Kiana L. Belcher, who's been out here being interviewed on YouTube. Then you got Jason House, who was interviewed by Roland and Nate the lawyer. And then you got Andrew Holmes. Okay. That's the trustee people. All right. All right. This is their website, the Village of Dolton's website. Okay. So here is what they all look like. We need to keep this in mind as we go through this next story. All right. Here's Stanley Brown. Here, Tammy Brown. They could be related. Maybe they're husband and wife. That's a good question. Anybody know? Then there's Andrew Holmes, and Kiana and Brittany been on YouTube, and then there's Jason. All right, these three been on YouTube. Okay, all right. So let us go to this. All right, let me make it bigger. Dolton trustee accused of sexual misconduct on taxpayer-funded Vegas trip. So a trustee. So I've been under the impression that nobody cares or none of the trustees were down for her, right? Obviously, that's not necessarily true. Okay. So let's go back. All right. So the odds are that the women didn't essay. All right. So the choices are probably Jason, allegedly. I guess I'm being sexist right now. Stanley and Andrew. Okay. Now, they look like they could be brother and sister, child. I don't know. But let's see. Let's figure it out and put it together, child. Let me see. Let's get back here and here.
WGN Investigates has learned an employee of the Village of Dolton accused a trustee of sexual misconduct while on a taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas. We've been reporting for months on controversies that have clouded Mayor Tiffany Hinyard's administration of that small South suburb. The mayor, her security detail, and several of her allies went to Las Vegas last May to attend a conference to lure retail business to town. Now we've obtained a complaint filed with the Illinois Department of Human Rights in which one of Hinyard's aides on that trip accuses a trustee of a sexual encounter after she blacked out and had been unable to provide consent. The woman says she later had been fired after reporting the incident to the mayor. In a separate complaint filed with the Department of Human Rights, a Dolton police officer on the mayor's security detail says he had been demoted for coming forward to say the trustee called and FaceTimed with him to brag about his sexual exploits. We are not naming the trustee because he hasn't been charged with a crime. But tonight, he's telling WGN Investigates the woman's story is fabricated and he simply tried to help her while she was intoxicated and high on drugs. Trustees saying outside investigators hired by the village cleared him of wrongdoing. Mayor Hinyard's publicist declined to comment. The Department of Human Rights says it has not substantiated these complaints, but has started an investigation. WGN.
There are more investigations going on just in damn Dolton, Illinois than anywhere damn else. Whoo, Lord. All right. So disturbing allegations made against Dolton mayor and elected village trustee. Okay. Now, they did say that they won't name the trustee because whatever they just said, they're not going to name him. But we familiar, y'all. Okay. We already been talking about her. So we know who these people are because they've been up here on YouTube. Plus, we just been talking about it. Plus, remember, Dolton opened up their own YouTube channel, Dolton Trustees, because this was half damn crazy. Right. All right. So let's go ahead and hear what they got to say. They got more details here, child.
Disturbing allegations against the mayor of Dalton and an unnamed village trustee. We've learned the Illinois Department of Human Rights is investigating complaints of sexual harassment and retaliation. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been poring over the documents in the case, and you're here now with what they reveal. Regina?
Come on,
Stephen
Regina.
Marion, a few days ago, NBC5 obtained complaints filed with the Department of Human Rights through a Freedom of Information request. Now, they're filed against Mayor Tiffany Henyard and the village of Dalton and Thornton Township. A former female employee who was Henyard's assistant alleges retaliation, sexual harassment, and discrimination after she raised concerns about an apparent non-consensual sexual encounter between her and an unnamed village trustee. The Dalton police officer says in a separate complaint filed with the Department of Human Rights that he also faced retaliatory actions for coming forward with what he witnessed.
No, I would never think that Big Tiff would do this. Never. Not Big Tiff, child. You mean if someone went against her that she would do something retaliatory? Never. Never. Not Big Tiff. Child.
The incident allegedly occurred during an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. On that trip, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and a handful of village representatives, including her former assistant who filed this complaint with the Illinois Department of Human Rights, and 2 village trustees. We're not naming the woman because NBC5 does not name people who possibly were a victim of an unwanted sexual encounter. According to her complaint, the woman says she went to dinner with an unnamed Dalton trustee. The complaint then recounts the following events. After dinner, she says she started to feel disoriented, extremely lightheaded, as if the ground was moving. She says she blacked out. According to the complaint, the next morning, she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. She says after
experiencing physical discomfort means that OPP was feeling some kind of way. Look at this though, y'all. Is this not reminiscent of like the Diddy stuff and all these people that come out with all these allegations and then they come up with all of this paperwork to come out? And like we've seen so much in just 3 damn months of people's, I don't even know what you call it, child. Just going on over their paperwork and everything. So listen, you know, I'm not a believe on nobody type person, okay? But what I will say is she ain't wait forever. She ain't wait 50 years. She ain't wait 20 years. And this quite possibly, allegedly could be retaliatory by allegedly having her fired. And it potentially was a trustee. Now, let's go back. Potentially a trustee, okay? So she didn't say it was a woman, so safe. Trustee Britt, Trustee Key, and Trustee Tam, they all good in the hood. So that leaves Trustee Jace, Trustee Stan, and Trustee Andrew. Yo, this is crazy.
Moving. She says she blacked out. According to the complaint, the next morning, she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. She says after returning to Dalton, Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Henyard's security detail and went on the trip to Vegas, told her a trustee on the trip told him that the trustee had unprotected sex with her.
So I got questions. Okay, I'm sorry. I got questions. So gentlemen, okay, when y'all talk about your escapades with other men, y'all go into detail like that. Y'all be like, and I didn't use a condom. Like, seriously, is that what you do? Like, maybe you do, but that sounds crazy to me. He FaceTimed somebody and said, yeah, Ninja, I just took somebody to Pound Town and I didn't use a condom.
You guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys... She was fucking his best friend, so, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
My man. My man.
Lord, Lord, Lord. All right. So first of all, it looks like y'all are saying that's typically not what men do. And I'm like, it sounds crazy. So if we go back, all right, now this is just me. This is just me. Okay. So allegedly, other people have confirmed that Jason did not go on this trip. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let that cat out the bag. Jason did not go on this trip. So technically he out of it. All right. He out of it. So that leaves Stan and Ann. And honestly, allegedly, considering the ages, then maybe they'll be really excited to say, yeah, I hit that with no condom on. This is just my thought process. I don't know nothing. All right. We just talking. All right. But child, process of elimination, we down to Stan and Ann. Stan and Ann. Who y'all think it might be? Allegedly. These are just allegations. We don't know nothing. It's just allegations. Shout out to TQS in the building. I see you. I appreciate you. Everybody, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Let's go back. Woo, Lord, Lord, Lord.
Sex with her. Officer Miles has also filed the complaint with the Human Rights Department. The woman states in her complaint that after she was told this, she went immediately to seek medical care. Both complaints then provide details of a meeting which took place the following day with the former assistant, Officer Miles, and Mayor Henyard. At this meeting, the woman informed Henyard.
You know what? They said that she went and sought medical help or whatever. I hope she got a grape kit done. You know what? What if she went and got a grape kit done and maybe she ain't even brought that information out yet and the doctor has that on standby? Woo, Lord, Lord, Lord.
Medical care. Both complaints then provide details of a meeting which took place the following day with the former assistant, Officer Miles, and Mayor Henyard. At this meeting, the woman informed.
She told him immediately. They just said the next day she had a meeting. Oh my goodness. So basically, now I don't know if it's the next day when she came back after she went to the doctor or the next day after she realized what had happened, but she ain't waste no time though. It's important that we listen to what they saying around here. Now I gotta help my people.
Take me to the king. Truth is, I'm tired.
This is not like the rest of them, like when they wait 500 years. You know what I'm saying?
She was told this. She went immediately to seek medical care. Both complaints then provide details of a meeting which took place the following day with the former assistant, Officer Miles, and Mayor Henyard. At this meeting, the woman informed Henyard that she would never willingly have sex with the trustee, Officer.
She said, I ain't interested in your bitch ass. That's what she just said. So I just read up here. I can barely see it, but if anybody can get this document, please send it to me. It says after arriving back in Dalton. So this was after they came back from Vegas, the infamous Vegas trip that every news organization was already talking about. Big Tiff. They was already talking about the thing with Vegas. And now this is back on the table, or this is now on the table. This is crazy. And then she came back, went to the doctors, and then had a meeting and said, girl, this is what's going on in your organization. I'm going to need you to do something.
Henyard that she would never willingly have sex with the trustee. Officer Miles informed Henyard and the woman that the trustee called him that night in Vegas. The trustee, he says, then bragged about the sexual activities he engaged in with the woman, Miles' complaint says, suggesting that she may have not had the ability to consent or did not provide consent. According to the complaint, Officer Miles recorded some of this conversation on his iPhone. According to the complaints, the mayor said that if this information became public, she would be ruined.
I tell you, people out here recording and people act like they can just say whatever they want around whoever they want and don't even care about no cameras, no recordings, no nothing. Okay? Nothing. Crazy. So first of all, again, she said, I don't want his bitch ass. I would never. Then he allegedly going and telling people, yeah, I hit that raw. Lord. Now she come back trying to tell Big Tiff, this was going on around here. And the police officer who got the bragging from the trustee says he might have recorded some of that meeting, which would be explosive, y'all. So it's all of y'all's responsibility, along with me, if we see the fact that that recording has been released. It is an immediate live stream, okay? I'm just saying, can you imagine if there is a recording where the lady said, trustee whoever did this and I didn't consent because I would never, and the words out of Big Tit's mouth is, child, this could ruin me. That would be crazy. That would be so crazy, y'all. Woo, Lord, 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 help your people.
Not provide consent. According to the complaint, Officer Miles recorded some of this conversation on his iPhone. According to the complaints, the mayor said that if this information became public, she would be ruined, that all the work she'd done would be lost. The ex-employee says the mayor told her she would take care of it and to trust her. Days later, according to her complaint, the woman...
Sorry, y'all. I got to pause because we got to talk. You gonna trust Big Tiff to take care of it? You gonna trust Big Tiff to take care of it? Especially when the first thing she said was, this could ruin me. This could ruin me when something happened to you, but this could ruin me. Is that not narcissistic? Like true narcissistic behavior right there? When that was the person that came to you and said that they were allegedly attacked? This could ruin me. This could ruin me and all the work that I've done. Oh my God. The person that's got her picture all over town. Woo, Lord, Lord, Lord. And then you chose to trust Big Tiff. Even though, honestly, at the end of the day, right, in my mind, could they really go to the police in Dalton since the police are allegedly listening to her? Meaning Big Tiff. So the police, most of the police are on Big Tiff's detail. She was going to let the rest of the cars get repoed because she only want to pay for the ones that'll be around her. We saw the old lady who got the house SHOT'd up and she can't even get a police report from the daggone police. And that's violence, right? All of this is crazy, y'all. All this is crazy.
And to trust her. Days later, according to her complaint, the woman was put on unpaid medical leave, though she says she did not request to be put on leave. She was later terminated. In his complaint, Officer Miles alleges that he was demoted to patrol duty, among other retaliation, for coming forward as a witness. They're asking for back pay, front pay, punitive damages, and attorney's fees. In a statement to NBC5, the village says it conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations led by an independent third-party company. The statement goes on to say former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations, and the alleged victim refused to cooperate. The statement continues, this is nothing more than two disgruntled village employees trying to make off with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The village looks forward.
Who's Keith Freeman? I wonder if that man sitting next to her that's rubbing her arms. Y'all remember that part? They just showed it a second ago. So allegedly they did some sort of an investigation and then the lady didn't cooperate and the dude basically didn't cooperate. So that means that it's not true. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Remember though, when Big Fanny went into the pulpit and said, Lord, 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 why didn't you let me know how this was gonna go? Remember that? And all them words came back to haunt that ass, okay? She's on the stand saying it started in 2022 and really it started in 2019. People that keep talking, I tell you. And who is this independent investigation thing? Because just show us the investigation, right? I mean, maybe not show us, but if they certainly investigated it, hopefully it is a true independent and not like someone that she know in Dalton, somebody that she went to high school with, but maybe somebody from the next town over from one of them other three mayors that we saw a second ago who maybe can say, yeah, they're truly independent, not somebody she just knows. You know what I'm saying? Woo, Lord, 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 half damn crazy. Shout out to Cornell Galloway. Thank you so much. He said, I don't know how my phone sent you that 50. Can you send it back? I'm sorry about that. No, I can't send that back. You'd have to take that up with YouTube. Sorry. But thanks for letting me know. Sorry about that. I don't have any way to send that back. All right, y'all. What else is going on here?
Asking for back pay, front pay, punitive damages, and attorney's fees. In a statement to NBC5, the village says it conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations led by an independent third-party company. The statement goes on to say former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations, and the alleged victim refused to cooperate. The statement continues, this is nothing more than two disgruntled village employees trying to make off with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The village looks forward to defending these allegations and pursuing all other available remedies to the village.
So the attorney who represents both the woman and Officer Miles says Officer Miles is, in fact, still employed with the Dalton Police Department. He also told us a criminal complaint on behalf of Mayor Henyard's ex-assistant is imminent. Now, coming up at 10, we talked to 3 village trustees about the Department of Human Rights investigation and what happens next. Marion.
The Department of Human Rights investigation. Lord, Lord, Lord. We down to 2. We down to 2. Who is it? It's either Stan or Ann. Stan or Ann. Stan or Ann. Lord, Lord, Lord. Y'all, this is crazy. This just gets worse and worse every single day. Just like Coonley said, it's like every day. I don't even think it's every 3 days. It's always something new. Hell, let me just make sure. Let me go search right now, child, because you just never know what's happened. This is it's not one thing. It's something else. And this is, uh-oh. Hold on. Drama in Dolton. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It never ends. It never ends. Did we see this already? Did we see this? This is as of 4 hours ago. Drama in Dolton, latest details as several trustees call on the mayor to resign. I wonder if it's Stan or Ann that's out here deciding if or asking for the resignation. Did y'all let me know? Is it Stan or Ann? Stan or Ann, y'all? We need to figure this out. Because, y'all, this is crazy. Let me see what's going on Chicago, Fox Chicago. Anything here? Why is Lori Lightfoot in the news? Ain't she retired? Don't they just go away? I promise you, we won't be seeing Kenny. Mayor Kenny, former Mayor Kenny. WGN. Let's see what WGN is saying, because WGN is in there. If it ain't on nothing on WGN, you know they know everything. They really are talking about this measles stuff, y'all. I don't know if you saw it. We might have to look into it. It sounds crazy. All right, let's see what they got to say here, y'all. In
a South suburban community, residents and trustees in Dalton passed a resolution calling for an investigation into the mayor's administration and spending. But the mayor vetoed that resolution. NBC5's Christian Farr has a reaction from Dalton and a look at what happens next.
We can always expect for the administration to use a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Dalton trustee Brittany North.
Oh, hey, Brett. Ho. Just like Nicole said, make sure you say allegedly, child, because we don't know nothing. Allegedly, the allegations on Stan and Ann. Stan or Ann, y'all. Allegedly. Shout out to my girl, Nicole. Shout out to Stormy. Thank you so much, honey. Said, I'm a British African-American. Chill when you say Big Fanny. Uh-oh. What's that mean? Why? What's it mean? That just means Fanny. Like, that's her mama call her Fanny. We gonna call her Fanny. Okay. All right. Come on, Britt.
Norwood says she and a majority of her fellow village trustees will not stop in their fight to save the village. For the past several months, Norwood says certain trustees have been prevented from seeing Dalton's financial.
Oh, look right here. Can you see my mouse? This is right next to Jason. That's Ann. That's Andrew. And then over here is Stanley Brown, and then next to Andrew is Jason.
Statements
calling for an investigation of Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Which is why last month those trustees passed that resolution during a special meeting where Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not in attendance.
We feel that it's extremely important to have the authorities come in and force this administration to provide us with the information needed so that we can provide it to the residents regarding how the money is being spent.
I must let the public know that the actions of the board are illegal.
Yesterday, during a regular...
Oh, no. All right, so Fanny is what the kids call cake, also known as soak. Okay, in England. That's crazy. All right. But we got to call her Fanny. That's Big Fanny Child. I'm sorry. That's what it is. That's Big Fanny Child. She out here doing the damn thing, right, TLA?
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Scheduled board meeting, Mayor Henyard vetoed that resolution, and before doing it, listed all the good things her administration has done for the residents of Dalton.
Just imagine you saw the whole room jump up. There's like... Then here come Big Tiff. Vetoing it and then talking about herself yet again. Narcissist.
We help pay your light bill, gas bill, water bill. We even help you bury loved ones. We even did a mortgage and rental assistance, which was really, really dope.
But when they still had access to Dalton's financial statements, Trustee Norwood says the village was $7 million in debt and suspects that number has grown since then. Trustee Norwood says some vendors have been coming to them to figure out how to get paid. And the latest bill came from a vendor contracted to make posters.
The mayor plans to poster around town with her picture on it with cute sayings. And we're saying, hey, how can we afford this if we're in a deficit?
Trustee Norwood and the other trustees who supported that investigation hope to override the veto by their next board meeting on April 1st.
We do not care